What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle. Yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. So whenever I drop new songs, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell on all the YouTube channels. I'm talking this one right here. King Hustle X1M, no rags, just riches. King Hustle crazy reactions, the Hustle family. Turn motivation to memes, dog pound exotic pups, goosebumps horror stories, sleeping with the rain. Milwaukee made King Hustle 2.0, and King Hustle Live. Also make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies, all my giveaways over there. So make sure you tap it in because I know y'all want to miss out on nothing for free. Also, make sure y'all tap it in on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom of the description, all my social media links will pop up. I got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, all right? Before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. What it do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems. Back at it again with the sauce. You already know I'm back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero? You ready to be your family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad, and get your pen. As you already know, when y'all see these notifications that I'm dropping a video, yep, your boy King Hustle is some information that's going to help you win. And in today's video, we're going to switch it up again, and we're going to be talking about how scammers are profiting off credit and CPN profiles. And what are CPN profiles and what's really going on, because a lot of people are confused. A lot of people out here don't know what CPNs is and buying these pre-built quote-unquote CPNs from people and then going to jail and getting locked up. And then you got people out here getting these pre-built CPNs and profiles and getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit using other people's credit profiles and doing all different types of stuff out here in the world. So without further ado, I'm just going to explain to you guys how scammers are profiting off of profiles, aka pre-built CPNs. So there's a lot of going on out here in the world, and like the last video that I posted and talked about is how scammers are starting to utilize other people's credit profiles to, you know, get loans, credit cards, lines of credit, and so on and so on. So when it comes to these pre-built CPNs, what is a pre-built CPN? So first of all, a CPN, the word CPN is made up. It's not really called a CPN. It's called a synthetic identity. It's not even called that. There's really no name for it, but people just make up their own names and they run with it. CPN, just somebody made up the word CPN, credit privacy number, credit profile number, and just made it sound good. So that's what is really going on with that. They use it for people in the witness protection program who get out of jail and need a new identity, because if they went by their real name, the severity of their crime that they committed, they might be deleted once they get out of the penitentiary or the prison system. So they get a new identity, a new name, so and relocate to a new place, so on and so on. So people start to figure out, if they can do it, how can I do it? There's no limit on if you can get a loan, credit card, a line of credit or not. What is synthetic identities? So that's a loophole in the system, that you can create these new credit profiles and get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. So people said, okay, if I can get this ID, if I can become this person and use their credit profile and use it to get loans, credit cards, lines of credit, and get accounts and do this and do that, and it never come back to me, then why not? So a credit profile is basically somebody's credit information, credit profile, and all people are doing is they like finding out ways to get that person's information and then creating fake IDs. So once you got this person's information and a fake ID, you can call and utilize their credit, like people getting their information, getting fake IDs, and they doing it over the phone. So they reading off, like they asking certain questions. They got the information, so they answering the questions, and then they going in to pick up the car. So if you get somebody, if a scammer or fraudster gets somebody's credit profile that has an 800 credit score and they don't need no money down to get a car or nothing, and they got this fake ID with this information on it, that scammer or fraudster is now able to go into a car dealership and get a car with this person's information, with this ID, with this picture, but that is you, but it's their information, so it's gonna pop up on their credit report because you're using their information, their name, their social security number, their driver's license ID, all this information. I just did a reaction video yesterday with this woman, this fine little scammer. She was trying to use a fake ID and somebody else's credit profile to finance in a fake check. No, she was trying to use somebody else's name in a fake check to go buy a Rolex from a pawn store. But she got caught because the ID, when they scanned this, the pawn store had the scanner, so they scanned the ID and the information wasn't the same that popped up in the system as the picture and all that on the card. Like when you scan that ID and that barcode, the address and the picture and all that gonna pop up. So if the picture ain't the same, the address different and all that, it's gonna be like, it's a big red flag. So they called the police, stalled her out, and then the police came while she was waiting on the check. So people are starting to figure out so many different ways how to utilize somebody else's credit profile to get the things that they need. And people are starting to utilize, say, okay, see, this is how it goes. People go to stores and people be around different people, and certain things present itself. So if a person goes to a store so many times and they buying things, they gonna start paying attention. Like, okay, this store allow me to do this and do that, or this bank will allow me to do this and do that, or this company allow me to do this and do that. So they start to connect dots. Like, okay, so I can come to this store and cash this check for only this amount and I can get away with it. Or I can go to this bank and use this ID and get away because they never check it. Or I can go to this store and do this. And you know what I'm saying? So people start to pay attention and find places to go to do what they need to do. So somebody might get checks and know that this liquor store will cash their check without even paying attention, and they got $400 checks, so they cashing 40. They got 40 checks that they cash and going back over a period of time. Like, people don't be understanding. Like, people figure things out. People figure out loopholes. There's always a loophole because there's always somebody letting their guard down. There's always somebody that's being nice, and there's always people take. That's what it is. People take advantage of people's kindness for weakness. People take people's kindness for weakness, and they do it all the time. So if you know you can go to this store and use this card without them checking, like, you know you can go to this Foot Locker because they never check, or you know somebody working that Foot Locker and they ain't gonna check the information and all that, you gonna go there. That scammer or fraudster is gonna go there because it's gonna be easier for them to do what they need to do. And that's what a lot of people are starting to do. So they starting to do it, but that, like I said, you can do everything online, and they starting to figure that out. So they don't gotta go into the bank and open up a bank account. They ain't gotta go into the car dealership and apply for a car and nothing like that. They can do it all over the phone, and then just go into the car dealership and pick up the car. That's why a lot of times that's what they do. They get the information and they do it all over the phone. And then when they go to pick up the car, they give them the ID and stuff, just to, you know what I'm saying? And then the information comes up like not the right information or stolen information, and then they call the police, and then or the check might be fake, or it's just always something minor that pops up that stops them from using this ID and this profile. So a lot of people are under the impression that these quote unquote pre-built CPNs is already built with an already established credit score. There is no way for you to build any type of credit profile with already established credit score unless you already have somebody else's credit profile. Now, CPNs are synthetic identities. That's a different information. When you're using your own name and your own information to do these things, that's a CPN. So it's a difference between a pre-built CPN and a CPN. A pre-built CPN is a profile that is somebody else's information that you are using to get cars, to get loans, credit cards, apartments, these type of things like that. And that's what they're using them for. Like I said, sometimes people get away with the things that they're trying to do. Like sometimes people try to just open up a bank account and so they can deposit fake checks and then what's name. Sometimes people get Visa signature cards. You got good credit and you go open up a bank account with a bank and you apply for a Visa signature card. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get approved for it. Now you got this $10,000 credit card and you go get a cash advance for $8,000. Now you got you $8,000 of cash. Now you do what you apply for so many credit cards and you get approved. You apply for 7 credit cards, got approved for 3 or 4. Now you got 8 times 4, 8, 16, 20. You got $32,000 just off this credit profile. And then people say, "Oh, I got $32,000 just off this profile. Let me go give me another profile." And they keep doing the exact same thing, and then they keep going to the same banks and keep creating a paper trail. And then it's like, after a while, they get caught, and then they get mad about why they got caught. Like, because look at the paper trail that you're creating. Like, once you do one thing, it's now an investigation open, and you keep doing it. So now you're creating a paper trail. So credit is becoming a booming industry for fraudsters and scammers, because the main goal for a fraudster and scammers is to get a lump sum of money and get some money. Scammers and fraudsters, they stealing credit cards, they stealing they bank logs, they stealing checks, they making fake checks. Almost everything that comes with fraud and scamming is somebody else's information at the end of the day. So whatever somebody can do with their information, fraudsters and scammers are figuring out how to do it with your information and making it happen. It's fraudsters and scammers getting people credit profiles and things like that, and building their credit for them so they can get loans, credit cards, lines of credit. Like, people probably got it's people out here with bad credit, get they profiles stolen. The scammer build the credit up and get a loan, credit card, line of credit in their name. Fraudsters and scammers finding homeless people and bums and getting in their names. Fraudsters and scammers finding baby social security numbers, kids social security numbers to get credit profiles and things in their name. So people are connecting dots and figuring out all loopholes and figuring out all ways to make something happen. A lot of people are not understanding. So just be more safe, be more cautious, and be more aware out there, so you won't have anything happen to you. They got the LifeLock that you can get to keep your credit profiles monitored, all your accounts monitored. You can go to Experian.com and freeze your credit report so nobody can get anything in your name. Like, just be more safe and cautious out there, because I know we all getting those spam calls, them hacker calls, and text messages about the tollaways and unpaid balances and DMV this and all this, just different type of crazy stuff. So just be more safe and be more cautious and aware out there of what phone calls you're getting, what text messages you're getting, what information you're giving out there, because it's a lot going on and you don't want to become a victim, all right? So that being said, man, be more safe, be more cautious, and be more aware. Shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 Unlimited Gems is $1,000, but for a limited time only. I'm doing it for 600. Yes, 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yo me. Also, for $350, I'm doing 5 questions, so make sure y'all tapping in with that. Also, make sure y'all tapping in with the Crypto Tour in-person limited gym, $6,500, $500 deposit, the rest of the money meeting person. Make sure y'all tapping in with the credit mentorship, $2,500 and up, trade lines not included. Make sure y'all tap into my Telegram and Potato app. You ready to get rich, you ready to get paid, make a way, load ups, sites, methods, you name it, all over there. Best vendor in the world. So make sure you'll tap into my Potato and Telegram, me and their network, links in the description. Make sure you'll still look for people for the production company, still look for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, and women, streamers, content creators, and gamers. We're gonna do a lot of skits, blogs, movies, music videos, traveling, networking, and having fun. Make sure you go tap into all my YouTube channels, King Hustle X1M, King Hustle Crazy Reactions, No Rags, Just Riches, Milwaukee Made, King Hustle 2.0, King Hustle Live on on YouTube and Twitch and on IG. I do all my freebies and giveaways over there, so make sure you go follow my Twitch and my YouTube channels. Make sure you follow me on IG, Blue School Apartment. That's my clothing brand, Joggers on the way. And make sure you go follow my main IG, King Hustle X1M, for more free methods, more free sauce, more music, more information that's going to turn you into a boss. Alright, so with that being said, it's your boy, King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you in the next lesson or video. Peace.